Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of October 4th. As always, we will start off with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Fortified, Raging, Explosive, and Shrouded. Again, that's Fortified, Raging, Explosive, and Shrouded. Not a very fun week for those that are still playing retail and like pushing the season and stuff like that. Raging, Explosive with Fortified, definitely not the most fun combination there. These were taken off of Tyrannical week, specifically this combo to make Tyrannical easier, but then with Fortified it actually is much harder. So not the best week for Mythic Plus. I don't know how many people are still doing Mythic Plus on retail. We'll probably have Mythic Plus coming soon to beta for whatever that's worth, but don't know how many people are still doing it. But this is not a great week for you, but there you have it. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in game for this week. So as you can see in the background footage here, I did get to do raid testing last week. I did not end up having time to do any kind of video about it or anything like that. I did like a couple hours of raid testing, and unfortunately, like I said, I didn't have time to pretty much do anything. But that wanted to address that because I was planning on doing that. The tier sets came out that same day that I was doing the heroic raid testing, and so I did a video on that. And then I just was completely busy and not able to really do anything the rest of the weekend and stuff. So hopefully that changes this week, and I'll have more time. In retail, let's start with retail. In retail this week, we do have the Darkmoon Fair going on. Not a ton to do in retail as far as Darkmoon Fair goes. But of course, as always, this is something we're looking for them to expand, for Blizzard to expand, make it more rewarding, make it more fun. You see it now like on Classic and stuff, like, you have to bring your Darkmoon cards there to get your trinkets. And it used to have more of a place in the game, and I think they kind of phased away from it. And it's still there. They still do occasional updates to it, occasional like little side projects. But I just think it should actually just be like, it's a part of the culture of Azeroth. And I think it should be more of a thing, not to where it's like the main gameplay or the main storyline or anything like that. Although a storyline involving it could be pretty cool for like a patch or something like that. That actually could be pretty cool. But overall, just adding more stuff to it, make it more flavorful, make it fit the theme of the X-Pack. Like add dragon rewards, for example, for Dragonflight would be my suggestion, right? So that's going on this week. We have a couple more days of Brewfest. If you haven't got your Brewfest done yet, if you need it for the achievement or whatever, we do have a couple more days of Brewfest. This is the last week, and then you have to wait another year. I know that more than most people, as I keep putting off doing my last holiday achievement for the Mount or whatever. This year I will be doing it. I've never actually finished. I actually enjoy the Christmas holiday in the game, but I've never actually finished all the little things for the achievement, and so I will be doing that this year. I'm putting my foot down, and it will get done one way or the other. We also have the Fated raid this week is Castle Nathria. If you still are working on your Fated raids and getting your 311 gear and all that fun stuff, I honestly wish I probably had a little bit more 311 stuff, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal, but for those of you who are still doing it, we have Nathria this week. We still have a bit before, almost, just about till the end of the month probably, until all the raids will be fated. PvP Brawl, Comp Stomp. So Comp Stomp is, again, just a good way to farm stuff because it's so easy. The dungeon event is this week as well in Shadowlands, and so you can participate in that if you want. Again, I don't know how much people are playing retail, but I figure I'll go through all this stuff anyways. We have the Great Nomergon Run this weekend. This is like the in-game one. I think this is like something that they do as like a charity event, like out of game, like organized out of game. This is like an in-game tribute to it, or maybe they do give their own charity or whatever Blizzard or whatever does. But that is on Saturday. So that's about it for retail. As far as Classic goes this week, we will have the opening of the raids in Classic Wrath. I believe that's on Friday. And so we'll have the opening of the raids up, and people will be, there's tons of people playing Wrath right now, mostly because it's probably the end of, there's going to be a ton of people playing either way, but extra people because of it being like the end of Shadowlands and stuff. not much to do. A lot of people don't care about the faded stuff. So tons of people playing Classic Wrath. Raids are opening. Everyone's pretty excited for that, I assume. And then as far as the beta goes, we do have more raid testing this week. I'm going to try to participate in that once again, and hopefully do a video about like how the gameplay was for me and stuff like that. Specifically for Rat Paladin, and then also just maybe something about the bosses. But I believe that is on the 7th, I want to say, without looking at it. But sometime this week is the more heroic raid testing. I believe a Mythic boss being tested as well. So we'll see. Maybe I can get into that as well and see how that looks and see how that is. I did have fun doing the little bit of raid testing I got to do. It wasn't a great group by any means, which you can probably see from the background footage. We weren't in comms. I think there was like a group of friends that were in comms that started the group, but we were just kind of doing our best. I was doing my best to give tips and stuff of what I thought to do, and we got to the point where we were doing better with the mechanics and stuff, but it's only an hour of testing each boss, and so we didn't kill anything or come close to killing anything really, but we kind of got the mechanics down at least, so that was interesting. And honestly, it was like my first time really testing a beta raid test, so it was actually pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying that again. I'm looking forward to any more news that comes out. I'm sorry all I've had is like bad Rat Paladin news, but that's just the way it is right now, because apparently Paladin is bad, so that just is what it is. And yeah, despite the demeanor of being a little bit sad talking about Paladins, I am pretty excited. I'm excited for Wrath to start up, raids to start up. I'm excited for whatever has in store for beta. I wish I was having more fun on retail, but honestly, I'm not having any fun on retail right now. I think that's more of a product of like being an officer in the guild and stuff like that, more than actual negative for season 4, the last season of Shadowlands here. I think it's more of these other things are fun, playing beta is fun, playing Wrath is fun, and then like dealing with a bunch of unhappy people on retail isn't fun. So I think that's where I'm at on that. But yeah, as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.